Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us here for another wonderful Metroid Prime Cross Game Cup. My name's Marion Law, and joined with me, thankfully, I'm not here alone today, so you don't have to listen to my voice for an entire 2 hours.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hello, everyone. I'm Astral. I'll be with you all from the commentary booth, above either Talon 4 or either in our little space station.
Yeah, we're sitting over at top watching both worlds clash against each other. Now, who's going to win? Which team will come out on top? Well, that's to be determined. We've got a lot of great teams running today, but for your restream, we have the following. On the left with Team Aurora Green, we have Cestrion on Prime and Baja Blood on Echoes. And on the right side of your screen, following suit as the challenger, we have the Traveling Spacers with Avena on Prime and Broad Incorporated on Echoes. As far as settings, we do have a little bit of a change to our CGC settings due to some unforeseen circumstances. The only big change is Echoes. Echoes will be starting in landing site without Violet. We sort of dropped the ball on the preset when we were generating, so it's going to be an interesting time. So Violet could be anywhere. We're starting at landing site as compared to main energy controller. So with that, Astral, any additional comments, predictions for our stream here today?
I predict the seed to be absolutely, well, an experience. It's going to be a sight to behold.
You can say that again, my friend. All right, but let's continue on. As far as our settings go, the rest of the settings are followed with the standard CGC settings that you may be familiar with. But for those who are just joining us or are fairly new to it, we'll run down them once again. Echoes will be starting in landing site. Translator gates are customized, but we have no Violet, so we do have to find it. Prime is also starting in landing site. Vault door is unlocked, and we do have Frigate, Labs, and Upper Mines backwards permitted, so they could be expected to go through those backwards. And it appears I'm incorrect. They did change the preset. I was given misinformation. We are starting in main energy controller. So, never mind. It appears we fixed that before the stream. I was not given that. I apologize.
Well, then we have just normal settings. Just some missile expansion.
Just a missile. But Violet...
Dumos.
Ooh, we don't have Violet, though. Violet is still MIA.
Alright, so it's a Great Temple start with no Violet. Another missile expansion for Echoes on Alcove.
Echoes now has... What is that, 10 missiles? No, that's still 5 missiles.
Bombs under ship.
That's a good location. Only need Morph Ball to get them.
Depends on where Morph Ball is. Might just be forced to come back to Talon very, very early.
That's fair. Or it could just be very late. Granted, we need bombs to do practically anything, so... So it looks like right away, Prime is going to be continuing forward. They're going to skip Artifact Temple as we don't have missiles quite yet. And we're going to continue on.
They have a missile expansion. No logical missiles.
Yeah, so
Artifact Temple will not have anything immediately important. Unless Missile Launcher is just vanilla and Artifact Temple has Morph Ball or something.
It's entirely possible, but we'll have to wait and see what happens as you see our first steps into Chozo.
And a double Albert.
Yeah, you gotta love Albert the Alpha Splinter. Someone tell TGC he might want to move Albert's location. He seems to be treated very poorly here in Great Temple. And it looks like we have a Prime 2 missile expansion on top of the half pipe. Oh, there's the Morph Ball. Morph Ball on Albert.
Well, it would have probably been the better call to just go to Artifact Temple. In that case, so you can just... So we'd have a slightly shorter way back for the bombs.
Looks like we have another Echoes missile expansion here on We're in the middle morph ball puzzle.
The Echoes players are both stuck now since they don't have translators at all.
They don't have anything. That's the downside of starting without Violet. You're pretty much hard locked behind it in early temple.
Immediate BK mode for the Echoes players.
Gotta love it. But with the morph ball in hand, we do see two route changes. We see Sestron going straight for Hive Mecha, while Avina's made a save warp back to grab the morph ball bombs for themselves. Now, with those bombs in hand, are they going to go for Artifact Temple again? Or nope, we're just going to skip Artifact Temple for now. We'll keep going. There's Violet, though. Violet on Hive Mecha. And a suit. Progressive suit. So that's Dark Suit. If we find some beans, it'd be good to go.
Starting off very hot.
That's right. Yeah, Avina still doesn't have that Prime Missile expansion that was previously sent. So, yeah, that locks the Artifact Temple route that I was thinking. All right, so with that being said, Baja's taking the first steps into Temple grounds. So we're going to get our first look at some pretty big checks here. Excuse me. We're going to trigger the Temple Assembly Site cutscene just so that it gets it out of the way. As if we try to get up top in the Morph Ball track, it's not going to let us. And there's a Prime Missile expansion sent. Wonderful. And unfortunately, we got to do Task Jump, but thankfully Baja gets it first try.
Shoutouts to Baja's world name, which is Be Jealous.
Be Jealous.
I assume that's what it is supposed to... Oh, Boost Ball. Boost Ball and Task.
That's interesting. And unfortunately, Bra Incorporated is still stuck behind that Violet. Oh, but there's power bombs.
Gets a power bomb.
Oh, and Prime Grapple Beam under the Frigate Water.
Grapple on Frigate Crash side, funny.
Oh, but we get to see what a Cursed Lake has, though. A missile-related upgrade for look to be Echoes, possibly? And there we go. Sestron gets its second try again. Crash site with just a scan dash. And now we see Avina attempting to do a Hive Skip as well.
Has obtained a Space Jump.
Nice. And there's that Violet Translator sent, and the Dark Suit following right behind it. So while Bra has about a 2-minute delay getting out of Great Temple, those power bombs are going to do him wonders as it immediately gets communication area and Dynamo works.
And as a trade-off, Avina has those bombs and has done a bit of Chozo now.
Indeed, going straight for the back elevators. But on the flip side, we see Sestron heading right into Artifact Temple thanks to those early missiles.
So we're going to see those artifact ends. I'll open up a notepad.
All right, sounds good. Alrighty, folks, we may be seeing our artifacts in just a split second, but we are going to see the Morph Ball Bomb for Echoes on Artifact Temple. That's going to be really big for Baja again, allowing him access to late Aegon. And Amber Translator right on access site. They're in pretty good position right now. I would say Aurora Green is well ahead of this game right now. Stepping early into Aegon is going to do wonders for Baja, courtesy of that bomb sent and artifact. Gets us right to Portal Access A. We can go straight to Dark World, get Trial Tunnel, Jump Guardian, and we can make our way into Aegon Temple side. And further off of that, we're going to take a quick safety save with Sestron, and I'm going to head... I can't talk today for some reason. We're going to head right into deep Chozo ruins. Granted, boost ball's going to help us. We're going to grab that little half pipe item. Oh, Judgment Pit
Emeralds
has the
and
emeralds.
Judgment Pit. That's
Jump.
a third translator nearby.
Jump Guardian. That's not a very nice thing to have. Oh,
Hey,
we have our
early translators.
STK Dynamo Chamber.
No, that's not the end. Astral, what are you talking about?
Oh, Avina's got to play it a little bit safe, running only on 16 health right now.
Scarabs.
They're always getting you down. All right, and Power Bomb expansion to Prime, courtesy of Communication Area. Yeah, I'm going to ask you this since I don't think I have any familiarity with it, Astral. Early Power Bombs and early Chozo, does that really do much for Avina here?
Not particularly. There is something like Magma Pool that might hold something, but power bomb expansions do not actually put any power bomb checks in logic, so
Well, that's fair.
it's a little quality of life thing. You can do, yeah, Magma Pool. And that's pretty much it.
Oh, first artifact. Artifact of Wild on Compound.
Oh, Dark Beam on Lower Shrine.
And I just want to point... Go ahead.
The Prime Missile Launcher was on Ruined Nursery.
Well, that's a bad place for it. Chat did point this out momentarily, so I want to thank you for pointing that out as we missed it. Baja did perform a bit of a standable terrain movement to grab Echo Visor early. Echo Visor was off in Mining Station A. Usually Spider Ball and Bomb locked, or Power Bomb locked, but using the little hive nests, we can just climb up a back wall and jump to it. Great time save. I'd say the biggest thing right now, we're trying to find Prime space jump boots.
That and beams.
Yeah, I'd say probably Wave Beam. I'd like to see an early Fendrana play.
And as a hint, Gravity Boost and Dark Torvus. Ugh.
Oh, I don't like what that implies.
Dark Torvus never sounds good for any major item.
Oh, absolutely not. All right, so let's take a bit of a breather here. We're 10 minutes in. Let's go in and get a little bit of a recap. So right off the bat on your left with Cestrion and Baja and Aurora Green. On the Prime side, Boost Ball in hand, which is great. We do have our bombs and morph balls, so we can get practically anywhere that we want. I would say we're probably gonna go for late ruins, and I don't know. I'm leaning towards a Fendrana play.
Fendrana play would require a Varia suit, otherwise you ain't going to get through Magmor very well.
You're right. I completely skipped Magmor's. That's the only way to get
but
there.
Speaking of suit, there's a Gravity.
Gravity suit and Prime Vault. That's a...
I don't like where this is going. Well, primarily it can go towards... it can be a bait, but yeah.
Speaking
it
of
depends on
bait,
what the next few items are.
Yeah, we just found out information from Baja on that Ember hint. There's a Spider Ball in Pod W. I don't remember which Spider Ball it said, but...
So
both Dark Suit.
And also Dark Beam and Light Beam.
Yeah, you gotta get to and from.
So, Bra has Dark Beam.
Yeah, so
and Cistern has Super Missiles.
But Super Missiles on the grapple ledge, that's nice. Oh, and they're right next to
check tree, but maybe Cistern peeked it. Oh, it's Cistern's NSJ, right. Yeah, I forgot.
He's gonna go all the way up top just to climb down to it.
Pretty much, yeah. Can jump down this way and find a missile expansion.
Hey, missiles are always good. And we see Avina here trying to do some standable terrain movement to get around. Oh, that's big information for Bra. There's a beam over in Compound, but we know that's locked behind Jump Guardian.
Oh, right.
The other compound's ship item had the artifact. So pretty major finds immediately. We're not even 15 in, and we got a lot of stuff going on.
That's going pretty quick.
Yeah, just wait till late game. Wait till late game.
Alright, Baja now has a Dark Beam.
That's really
in the
good
arsenal.
timing. Really good timing because we can go straight for Incash 4 without leaving it behind. And Emerald Translator and Judgment Pit. Bruss got that information now. And Braha's making the way over to the Trial Tunnel. So we're going to see what's hiding in the broom closet today.
What did Morvis put there? Just a bunch of missiles.
Well, let's see here. We don't have Prime Spider Ball.
Ooh, those were prime main PBs on Fountain.
Oh.
Right.
Interesting
so those
location.
are in our near future as well.
No, we're stuck behind Spider Ball just to get that, aren't we?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
wait.
the Prime Spider Ball and put W. Alright.
Ah, well, we can get that. Well, no, we don't have Light Beam to even get there.
Yeah.
Unless,
One Light Beam and then you can get it.
Hopefully a Light Beam is the one on Compound. That'll get him a good route to get the Spider Ball, in turn getting Prime some Power Bombs.
Dark Burst, nice.
Now, for those of you wondering, just in case of what's happening on Baja's side, you saw him shooting that statue. Well, that statue actually has Jump Guardian's hitbox on it. So we can damage Jump Guardian without starting the fight, then go down and start the fight, and all damage the hitbox takes is saved throughout the transition. So, just wipes this entire fight without having to watch him go back and forth, back and forth. And there's our Emerald Translator. And as stated, we can go straight to Incash 4 thanks to that Dark Beam. And Bomb Guardian was just annihilated.
Meanwhile, we see some checks in, well, the mid part of Chozo, including validation. We have a
Hey,
flamethrower.
flamethrower. Oh, Echo's main missile launcher on Incash 4.
Oh, interesting.
There's a missile expansion on Watery Hall.
So far, let's see this. Nothing offensive. That's for the artifacts and SDKs to change, I suppose. Or for maybe a phase-on suit.
Yeah, we know where one of each are. But now we see Avina pulling off some burn dome here. And Baja's not either peeked it or didn't peek Crossroad. Possibly did, but I just missed it.
I did not see it either.
No, it's hard watching 4 screens all at once.
Maybe Chet saw it.
All right, so I see we do have some new faces over in chat. So with that being said, welcome. To give y'all a quick update on what's happening with our cross-game race here. Over on the Prime side with Cestrion and Avina, we have the following. We have super missiles over on Cestrion's side. We're able to check the tree in Chozo. Boost ball in hand, charge beam, all the good stuff. But unfortunately, no space jumps. We're still trying to find that. As far as Avina goes, we do have our gravity suit. No, Cestrion also had gravity suit. I forgot that he went and picked it up. But Avina does have a little bit of a one-up thanks to that power bomb expansion Echo sent.
That was a super missile for Echoes.
Well, was that just off a burn dome?
That was behind Zoid, apparently.
So why are you hiding our supers for? We need those.
Good to have, for sure.
Absolutely, especially
Opens
over here.
those pesky green doors. Can immediately just not orphan the storage that is in labs.
Yeah, Storage C is a terrible one to come back for. It's out of the way, and there's not an easy way to get to it. As far as information on artifacts and SDKs, we know one SDK based on someone picking it up, which is over in Echo's Dynamo Chamber, and we do have access to Artifact Temple. Avina has not yet gone there, but Cestrion has, and we haven't read it. The only artifact location we know is on Echo's GFMC compound. So right now Echo's holding all the big things. Oh, and Avina's going for a spider track skip here. Oh, what's happening here, Astral?
The collision for the spider track is a little weird. As in, if you just slam your face into the spider track in a specific angle, you just kind of get stuck in it, and you can basically walk up. It's a certified Metroid Prime for the Nintendo GameCube moment. I have no idea how or why that works, but that's how you can skip Spider Ball in this particular case. It's really easy to do as well. So, and as far as I'm aware, that's like one of the only places in Prime where you can actually do that.
Now, this is just a theory, but the only reason I can think of how is due to the spider track being on such a weird angle. Maybe there's a few pixels where the collision gets stuck, and then you're just abusing that stuck collision to slowly climb. I have no idea.
Avina is looking at the upper furnace, but I cannot see anything up there. I don't even see an item.
No, there's something there.
You can scan it, but Avina might not know about it. There's like a little block on just to the right where you can stand on, so you can actually scan the item from there.
Yeah, big information for Aurora Green here. That beam on top of the compound ship was wave beam.
Ooh, that's big. That's good. That allows for entering. Well, yeah, it allows for entering the crossway area. And yeah, that's mostly it at the moment. And Tower of Light. Tower of Light is the more likely choice.
Tower of Progression, I like it. Oh, and Baja's peeking FTA. It looked important, but I couldn't tell what it was. Was it possibly a suit?
I did not see it.
It was orange, I can say that.
I'll see if I can whip up the bot so I can take a look at it.
Oh, and thermal visor, courtesy of Incash 2. Not Incash, a storage A over main reactor.
Also, a hint that we missed, UMOS 2 has a power bomb expansion.
Oh, great. Good scan dash by Broad to get over to vent area A. Oh, and Avina's finally making pathway into Artifact Temple. Oh, look at that! We got a little smiley face. Oh, that was nice. I fired a smiley face at the loading door. Alrighty. So, we do see two route differences. Brusk decided to go through. Well, there's the bombs finally sent. Bruz decided to go through Aegon Labs, while Bajas decided to make a U-turn after defeating Jump Guardian to get the beam off of Temple Grounds compound. Now, that beam is going to help Cestrion out quite a bit, as Wave Beam's a really good one to have, especially early on. As far as Prime goes, let's see. Oh, we're seeing our
plant fight.
We have a plant. Remember to de-weed your garden. Otherwise, Flagra will happen.
Join Team Prime. We have plant. We have plant and we have rock.
Right now, you have fire with Burn Dome and then water with... I don't even think you have a water boss.
No.
Well, if you get a water boss, then you have all 4.
We have poison. Or radiation, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that works.
Same thing.
Pretty much.
Oh, red key on mineshaft. I don't know if that was already pointed out. Also, Flagra the good old way, vanilla way, because no space jump and... like, the scan dash method is not the easiest thing.
You know what? I gotta agree with Chad on this one. I'm sorry, Astral. But join Team Echoes. We have Airy. I gotta agree. Oh, we got another SDK location. SDK 2 is over in Transport B access. Also in Echoes. And a missile on Floggles. How good is that plant doing you now, Astral? Only hiding the missile expansion?
No. Well, we know for sure this is not the Mentor tournament, in which it really like to have beams.
I'm so sorry. And it looks like we're not going for early wild.
Early wild is a weird trick. So, and especially without any energy tanks, it's probably better to not try unless you're really confident in it.
That's fair. I'll agree to that. And plus, we do have supers, so we can get the runic symbols to open up the spider track for later.
Yeah, we do know where a spider is.
Yeah, it's over in Pod W. And we see Brad doing the same standable trick that Baja did to get Echo Visor early. And we're now seeing a Dark Missile Trooper fight, one of the hardest fights in all Echoes, and it's over.
Get a powerbomb for a powerbomb.
Hey, it's a fair trade. You know, we'll take those.
It is important to point out that Sestion has not yet returned to Ruined Shrine, so Baja does not have the Dark Beam yet. But Sestion has a Wave Beam, so you can just do all that in one fell swoop, which is pretty good.
We have a question in chat if DMT is only difficult in the rando.
It's not difficult at all.
No, DMT is what we call a joke fight. There's so many different ways to cheese the fight and make it end instantly.
Especially since the fight is not required, he just drops a missile expansion in the vanilla game.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just, if you really don't want to fight him for whatever reason, you can just not do him until you have power bombs or something like a sunburst, and just melt him.
Yeah, that sunburst works in multiple ways outside of DMT. Wow, I love using sunburst on Boost Guardian. It's amazing. Boost Guardian's a horrible fight in general, and just watching the fight instantly evaporate is pretty satisfying. All right, let's get back to your regularly scheduled content here. All right, we are almost at our half-hour mark, so it's another good time for an update. Alrighty.
That looked like a missile on Crossroads.
Well, at least it's a missile. Now we know what it is, at least.
But I cannot be 100% sure on that.
And it looks like Avina's trying to peek the tree here. And just got flung off by the War Wasp.
Okay, the Dark Door behaving a little bit weirdly for Bra. And Bra now finds his missile launcher.
In contrast, we have light beam.
Ooh.
Ugh.
That's... I want to say that's kind of been hot dogged at this point. That's a very late pickup for light beam on Transport Tunnel B.
Well, I'll say this at least. At least we have light beam over here in Aegon. Thanks to bombs, well, that gets us immediate access to Vent Area A's item and the elevator. Thanks to our power bomb expansion.
And it now allows access to the Prime Spider Ball in Pod W as well.
Oh,
it's a little bit of a drag. It's back in Temple Grounds.
Well, going back to for light beam and Temple Grounds, it's not really. It wouldn't really be worth it outside that one check. The light beam has been relatively used elsewhere, at least not with our current equipment.
Baja seems to want to go for Dark Labs, Warrior's Walk.
Oh, you know what?
It would look like.
That's a good play. Get the Dark Labs. You have light beam now, so you can get right through double path. But you're right at doomed entry. You can go straight for vanilla light beam and cache 3.
No, save. Maybe a safety save.
Unless he's thinking of going straight for a save warp back to get the spider ball.
It's
he's going for the. Right. Huh. I don't know if I would agree with that right now. But...
I probably do agree with it. Sestion right now is in early Chozo. Getting the spider ball very, very soonish would mean you could get these the annoying spider checks out of the way. Like, for example, well, Druid Fountain right here to get the main PVs, as well as Upper Dynamo. And then after that, Baja can just immediately save walk back.
Oh.
Well, so reset and be back and then do Dark Labs.
You know what? I didn't think about that. I didn't think about the early Chozo.
And it also allows for, well, technically it allows for Hall of the Elders. To get up there and then get to Antechamber. We can do that now. Which is unlikely that it has something, but it's not impossible.
And by the way, we're gonna get our space jump. There's the prime space jump off a battleground.
Oh, that's a big one. That's a good find. I think it's somewhat of a lateral move, like having Spider Ball, but Space Jump is probably a more important item. But if Baja resets,
he's right there at Dark Aegon. So, I gotta agree. Knowing the early Chozo route, I have to get the Spider Ball. You're good to go. Then you can save quit back to the Dark Aegon save station, continue through into Dark Labs through Battleground, grab the Space Jump, clean up Dark Labs, and then thanks to the equipment that you have, you're right there at Vent Area A with Light Beam. If you jump over the gate.
That's exactly what Baja does. Reset back and immediately go to Warrior's Walk, and then eventually stumble upon Space Jump on Battleground. So pretty good stuff. Sestion could have probably read hints while waiting. Just why not? While waiting anyway. Now chat is pointing out the same things basically, so.
Yeah. Yeah, Baja's known for his excellent routing.
And well, I'm happy to see that I would have made the same thing. Would have done the same.
Your routing the same as well, Astral, is beautiful. Oh, but we do see Avina going for trying to go for early wild though.
With 2 E-tanks, you can maybe try for a bit, see if you can get it.
Oh yeah, they got it. They got it.
Oh
no! Fell all the way.
Right at the finish line.
Oh, that's
didn't get the unmorph.
That's gotta be painful.
That's unfortunate.
So early wild, we've been mentioning it here and there, but we haven't really described what it is.
Okay, so early wild is a little weird trick. After Flagra, you have to unload Sun Chamber and basically trigger the
ghost
layer, the layer with the ghosts on to be chosen for Sun Chamber, and you can do that by going to the Sun Tower and basically falling down only half of it. You can do that by just, as Avina did, morphing and then fall right onto that beetle. That's far enough, and then you can bomb jump up that wall by just kind of more or less getting stuck in the corner, which, yeah, gets you stuck a little, so you don't fall down. You fall down just slow enough to actually bomb jump. The bomb jump's just a little more complex because the timing can change depending on your angle. And right at the end there, you have to like get the unmorph in a good angle and also with a good timing.
Or
if you have Spider Ball, you can also get you can also just cling onto the spider track, roll down the first part of it, and then roll back up. And so you don't have to do the super missile thing anyway. It's one of the weirdest tricks.
Collision in all the Prime series is just... Oh, and nice super shot, Avina. Yes, you almost had it. Yeah, Collision in the Prime series is weird. It's a good way of putting it. Is it required? No.
I just hope Baja Opera don't go out of bounds.
Well, you're thinking it might screw up their routing and lead down them a path they don't need?
No, because then one of us has to explain how out of bounds works.
Oh, hey, don't do that yet. Don't do that. I tried explaining it yesterday on the Echoes Weekly. It didn't end well. How about we just send the thermal visor? And there's the Echoes. The Echoes. What am I talking about? There's the Spider Ball from Echoes to Avina, going straight for early wild as we attempted earlier.
It says you're on bomb jumping back over the gate, which if you want, you can also, if you have boost ball, you can get stuck in the backside of that gate, and if you're at the right angle, you can just spam boost like crazy, and eventually you'll just pop through. Same also works if you try to enter Elite Research in Phase Online's from the wrong way. That wall also lets you boost through from the back.
If we're mentioning wrong way, we can see Baja attempting and successfully landing, hopefully, a sand processing skip. Oh, he fell down. So what's trying to happen here is an instant unmorph into a space jump. We're using the triple bomb jump to get Samus high enough to where her back is forced against a piece of collision. Now, when you're against a piece of collision and attempt to unmorph or morph, the cutscene can't play properly, so the game forces it instantly. In just a few frames, when you get out of that and regain control, there's a few frames to input a jump movement or input, and then we can use that combination to get stuck between a turret and then just jump over to sand processing Smurf Ball Tunnel. And speaking of which, there goes a missile expansion, but even better, Avina finally has wave beam since Bro went back to get it off of Compound.
Alright, so Avina can go to Tower of Light. But, well, first try reverse gate skip.
Yeah, Tower of Progression. Alrighty, we've reached the 30.
Oh, that's what that was.
What is that?
Upper furnace is unlimited missiles.
Really? Huh. Well, that's pretty useful.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, I forgot to mention at the start of this that we also shuffled multiplayer items. So unlimited beam, unlimited missiles, double damage, all that good stuff. And thanks to that wave beam, we are progressing through Lake Chozo. And what was that? What was that? That was shiny. And yes, one cannonball is shuffled. Which that might have been that Sistron peaked at.
To explain what a cannonball is, for the people who don't know, cannonball is not an official item in the game. It's more of a quote-unquote state that the game gives Samus for a brief moment whenever she enters a kinetic orb cannon that you see in the game sometimes. What it does is it, while in ball mode, makes Samus invincible to all damage, and also gives her a damaging aura that, for some reason, damages everything that is specifically weak to cannonball damage, since that's a damage type that exists in this game. And to everything that is actually weak to it, it deals 500,000 damage per frame. The more useful part is that it makes you invincible when you're morphed, so you can do some fancy stuff with it, like for example, go through ink storms, like that usually need light suit and kill you pretty quickly, just without a suit at all. Something like that. It's exceptionally useful against Chica because it instantly kills its adult form. So, in some cases, it's actually really cool to get it. The drawback is that you lose it as soon as you enter an actual cannon, or you reload your game.
And with that, I do want to point out something funny. So you mentioned earlier Tower of Light. Well, you're not wrong. It was Tower of Light, but it was Tower of Light ammo. Light. It was light ammo on the top of the tower and light ammo underneath the water. So, very aptly named room developers. I want to thank Kirby for pointing that out in chat, though. That was pretty good. Alrighty, so with that being said, we're coming up on our 45-minute mark. So it's almost time for another update. All right, so let's see. What are current route predictions? Routing predictions. What do we have? Well, we know we will eventually want to get into Magmor on the Prime side, but due to a lack of energy in Varia, yeah. What are you thinking, Astral?
Prime doesn't have like a whole lot that they can actually do. And with they will come up on really needing either Varia to go through Magmor or Ice Beam to go through Frigate. We have a Wave Beam, we have a Thermal, we have Gravity.
Oh no, I hate that you just pointed that in logic.
So just an Ice Beam and we may have to have a little Frigate play. Otherwise, yeah, Varia is what's needed.
Hey, by the way, I know you mentioned out of bounds earlier, so well, it's not quite out of bounds, but it is manipulating the standable and Tower of Light. Similar concept, but we're not jumping all the way out of the room. We're just riding the outer barrier.
Yeah, Prime just is one big standable. Like the whole game is just standable.
Pretty much.
You just, for some reason, the edges of that little thing are standable. The invisible wall just is like a bit too far out, so you can just stand there and completely skip the puzzle.
And Broad did scan that violet hint over in Meeting Grounds. Yeah, it either said it was either Phazon suit or no, I must be
Missile
thinking of a
launcher.
different one.
A major item in Torvus Lagoon is what Broad just found out.
Major item.
In
Well,
Torvus Lagoon.
We like seeing that. Torvus Lagoon's an easy one to do.
It also means that whatever hides the gravity boost in Lower Torvus is logically required. And that was a sunburst over on Crossway, I believe.
No, I could have sworn we saw the sunburst over in Command Center.
It was something really bright on Crossway.
Hopefully it's nothing. Probably just more ammo. I hope.
Could have also been Sonic Boom that I just saw. It's something bright.
Yeah, that's fair. But we do have a nice high five, though. Both runners are in Path of Eyes.
So I'm going to Torvus.
Yeah, we're going right through the main door.
It's important to note that we do not have a screw attack yet on the Echo side, and we see a Magma Pool Dash. That looks good. Yes,
first try. Nice job. We did that for a
missile.
Missile.
But we also do it for the tunnel, which is a missile. It was Drain Chamber.
Well, more missiles are always good.
Is that a Metroid or was that a suit? That was either a suit or nothing. I think it was a Metroid. I think that was nothing. But
Various suit. There's a Various suit in Lagoon.
Oh, that's fancy.
We can't get that.
Cannot get that yet. We need a screw attack for it, or a gravity boost.
Yeah, but that screw attack method would be out of logic, technically. But we do get to see what's an antechamber.
A missile system for echoes in Torvus Grove. So, Seekers?
Yeah, I'd say Seekers. We already know where the supers are. And it didn't look like antechamber had anything useful. But we do see that portal chamber light has a red key. All right,
Grove is accessible.
Yeah, but Grove's a terrible check. And at minimum, you need Spider Ball for it.
Yeah, and also boost. Screw attack.
No. I'm thinking of Plaza.
Yeah, no, Grove. Then Grove. Grove is accessible.
Yeah, Grove's the power bomb one over by Underground Tunnel.
Yeah,
you're right. I'm thinking of a different. Orbis has similar names all over the place. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I also got it confused. I also thought of Plaza for a second.
Ooh, STK. Where? Chet said STK, probably abandoned worksite.
Maybe?
Yeah, I'm gonna say abandoned worksite. It was on Baja's side. And nice high five from the Prime players. They're both in
Root Cave.
Root Cave, thank you.
And both skipping the X-ray for the invisible platforms.
Oh no, it wasn't. It was not abandoned worksite. It was Torvus. It was Great Bridge.
Oh.
Right before it. Oh, and they're going for that plasma door skip.
Which is possibly the easiest out of bounds in all of Prime. And it's not even worth explaining out of bounds for it. Because it's
Congratulations, you just saved yourself that headache. Oh, it's an artifact.
Artifact and Arbor Chamber, alright. So I think Baja's plan is to try and find the gravity boost, so I can pick up the barrier suit.
Ooh, we're gonna get artifact hints though.
Oh,
There you go.
artifact hints?
Yep, operate with Avena.
What do you got? Hive gyro.
That's not terrible. We need Spider Ball Boost Ball for it.
Wall ridge.
Hazing Cliff. So we need a light beam, which we have. Main research, spider locked. Dark Aegon Temple.
And there was also a dynamo works.
Was that Dynamo or Hydro Chamber?
Dynamo works.
Oh, you're right. Dynamo works. Well, that's one that we already got, though.
Dynamo in the works, we did not already got. That's insane.
Oh, right. Duh. I'm thinking Dynamo Chamber.
Processing center access, of course. But Bruh is one of these individuals that I would totally see do OP skip for it. So let's see. Not Bruh. It's Avena playing Prime. I'm silly.
Oh, you're okay. We did find that gravity boost. It looks like Baja found it.
For sure, that's a very suit. So
Well, I was so focused.
Keep moving.
I was so focused on the hints. I didn't even see where it was.
Yeah, I was jotting down the hints.
There's another SDK though, and cache A. So you did see Baja do some out of bounds movement. To explain what happened there, we went to Dark Torvus. We got the gravity boost, probably due to the no, it wasn't the seeker door. Either way, wherever he found gravity boost, he then went out of bounds in portal access or portal chamber light. Once he got that red key, and that out of bounds sent him back over to Torvus Lagoon without having to go all the way back to the portal. All right, to try to explain out of bounds. Now, forgive me, my technical knowledge is not that great. Oh, let's try it anyway. The gist of it: every room in Echoes is in a box, and you're about to see that out of bounds move it again with Bra on the bottom right. So we'll explain as we go. Every room in Echoes and Prime is in a box. And there's an outside to that box, as we see now. We call that the Aether. Now, when you're in the Aether, Samus likes to slowly rise up. It's very slow, and you're able to perform some certain movement options, such as going around to doors and going through places you shouldn't be. Now, the problem is you're not really able to access any jumps. So we move from inside the Aether to inside the room. We keep flip-flopping back and forth to input some movement. It's very finicky. Now, once we get the height, we can just stay at that height. As we stay rise, we don't fall down. And we use that to get to the door, load the room around us, and bada bing, we're in the next room. That is like the least simplified way I can think of saying that. We need Sam here or someone who understands out of bounds more. I'm sorry.
The most important part is that while you are only affected by gravity while you're inside that invisible box, as soon as you're out of it, you just are not affected by gravity anymore unless you morph. So if you enter the box, you have a 3-frame window which you can jump and exit the box again, and you just repeat that until you're just at the top of the box or wherever it is you want to be. And if you want to fall down again, you can morph for a bit.
And morph will. Oh, we're about to see a Thardus fight. Looks like.
Sure looks that way. Now, the first few parts of Thordis you can just skip with a power bomb. Easy enough.
And there's an energy tank and underground tunnel. Followed by... Oh, we just found Ice Beam's location.
Dark Torvus Bog is what that said.
It looked like it was Cache B, which is the secret lock. So
which would be coming up pretty soon, since Torvus Grove right here should be the secret launcher.
Yep, there's the Seekers.
Alright, so beeline right back to Dark Torvus. Get the Ice Beam.
Oh, there's a great portal location right next to it.
Yeah, but that only does you so much because you can go to Boost Guardian and then not get out because you don't have Boost Ball.
Yeah, right, we don't have Screw Attack either, really. Yeah, even so, we can't do out of bounds with it.
So you have to go the long
Gotta
way
go the long
over Forgotten
way.
Bridge.
Yeah. Alright, so routing predictions with our current equipment. On the Echo side, I would say Baja's probably going to make a beeline for Cestrion's Ice Beam, and then make the way into Lower Torvus.
Probably.
Yeah, then I would use that Lower Torvus elevator.
Cestron
go right.
is just going to do Fen.
I mean, it's smart with that wave beam. Oh, there's Cannonball. Oh, you can't even scan it either way. Ah, that sucks.
That's not too bad because Baja can use that and just get Boost Guardian over with.
Yeah, but it's fair. We can jump the gate. So it's good timing on that Cannonball, even though we didn't know which one it was. Alright, bro's probably about to do the same thing. He's going to go through underground tunnel, get the information, then go back, get the Ice Beam, and then probably continue into Lower Torvus, since Aegon is practically done for now. We most likely won't be seeing an Aegon return until we go fight a Morbus at the end. And then we use Lower Torvus to go right into Sank, and continue through Sanctuary as if nothing happened.
I just hope we find Screw Attack.
Yeah, that's fair, because without Screw Attack, yeah, there's not much we can do in Sank. At least not without doing some convoluted methods. Found a suit. There's a suit in Ice Ruins West.
So that's plasma locked.
We do see on the spider track here in Fen that an E-Tank's here. Yeah, both Prime players are practically neck and neck. They're already in early Fen. So they're riding right together. With Echoes both in Torvus, it's like we're... it's kind of amazing to see.
A Torvus key, alright. We don't have a hint on Cheka yet, I believe.
Not currently, no. But we do have that STK picked up from Baja over on Cache A. You know, I gotta put Fendrana's music right there with Lower Torvus. It's so calming and relaxing.
Huh. True.
And thanks to that waving, we can peek Ice Temple and see what Mama She-Goth has.
And with the Super Missile, we can also peek Ice Temple as well. Well, Cestrion can anyway. I'm not sure if we would be able to see it.
Here's that trick I was saying earlier. We mentioned earlier with that Cannonball. Brother doesn't have Boost Ball to get out of this area. So we're trying to do a triple bomb space jump into an instant unmorph. And that's going to give us just enough height to get over the fence. So we do the triple bomb jump. We get enough height at the when we reach the peak of that bomb jump. We unmorph, and thanks to us being against collision, it's an instant unmorph, and then quickly perform a space jump to get through it.
A little hesitant on what to do. The sides for all of on are dead.
Yeah, I would agree with that play. You could use Hall of Honor, get it out of the way, because you don't want to come back here for it later. Even though they have cannonball, so.
And if you can escape pretty quickly if it turns out to be nothing.
Oh, yeah. You'll get the secret launcher. And it's the E-Tank. Yeah.
You can also do this little fancy instant morph. Once again, having your... It's the other way around from bomb space jumps. You have your back against the wall, and the morph animation also gets skipped. So...
Yeah, I would say Boz probably going for Sank through FTA thanks to Cannonball. That's what I can most likely see him doing. Either that or probably going for key hints since he has enough energy. Yeah, he's going for key. We're going for key hints.
Yeah, we have Seekers, we have Supers, we have a bit of E, and we also have Cannonball. Even if the E wouldn't be that great.
Meanwhile, back over on Traveling Spacers.
Chica is dead.
Oh, what did it have?
Bro found out it has a missile expansion.
Ah. Yeah, we're not going to fight Chica for that. So Bra's gone back to Great Temple. Looks like Bra's also going for FTA, possibly heading for Sank entrance. Although we still do not have a boost ball, let alone cannonball.
Alright, we get our notepads ready.
Oh, there's a key. Key behind the ice and Ice Ruins East. Was that a double Dynamo Works?
That was an SDK and an artifact on Dynamo Works. That's fantastic stuff.
Oh, Spider Guardian! That means we have to do the fight regardless. We can't skip it.
Other locations included Sanctuary Entrance, Overgrown Cabin,
of course,
and
Sank entrance.
Gathering Hall.
What was that Magmore one?
Gathering Hall, I assume, will be the Torbus one, because Gathering Hall and Prime 1 would be in Chosen Ruins, and I assume they already checked that by now. Well, Zestria did, anyway.
Yeah, Gathering Hall's all the way in Lower Torbus. Yeah, we have not yet seen Lower Torbus. But Bra is following right behind Baja, going right for key hints.
I definitely missed one SDK, so I don't have all of them. I think I missed one that we already picked up.
Here, Bra's gonna go right for him, so if you want to get him again.
Yeah, I assume Bro has the same 4, so pretty sure I'm not gonna be able to.
Yep, Sank entrance.
Yeah, Sank entrance, Ruins East, Overgrown Cabin, Gathering Hall, and then
Overgrown Cavern. I didn't get that one.
Yeah, Torbus, Gathering Hall, and Dynamo Works.
All right, so here's your hour update, folks. Both runners on the Echo side have the artifact and SDK knowledge. We know where we need to go. Most of the SDKs are in Echoes, as well as half the artifacts. As of right now, Echoes is most likely going to go back to Torvus, get some lower Torvus stuff done, and then head into Sank through Spider side. So that's all the way back in Aegon. Well, we could make the detour, go fight a Morbus, then get the Aegon, get the elevator to Spider side. That'd be a nice route. Save Sank for last. What are you thinking on the Prime side of things, Astral?
Well, the big thing is Plasma is missing and Phazon, but with the Ice Beam, you have a lot of stuff to do. Like a bunch of mines is open, Torfen is open, so you're good for now. Plasma processing, we're gonna see.
And that gravity boost doing wonders for Baja here in Lower Torvus. Now it is entirely possible for a vanilla plasma beam. We are going to get another hint that Cobalt is one room away from Hazing Cliff, so that's got to be on Culling Chamber.
Yep.
Which is spider locked. And Cestrion must have peaked Phazon processing, as we're not going for it.
Plasma processing dead. Well, I did dead or something interesting, but we don't have plasma.
And Dark Visor
Dark
is
Visor
on
and
Alpha
Hydro Chamber storage.
Alpha Blog! Alrighty, so we do see a bit of a route difference, though. Looks like Venus decided to stay in Fendrana, going through Fen Labs. Meanwhile, Cestron is taking a save warp here to go back to Chozo.
I do that or Frigate.
Yeah,
or Overgrown Cavern.
Again,
it's
get Overgrown.
Probably Overgrown Cavern. Then do Life Growth. Well, yeah, Life Growth, we have boost.
Alright, now Baja's going to go for the slope jump here to get on top of Training Chamber. We need to slope off the spider track and then jump backwards to get on top of the platform. A little bit tricky, it is a tight jump. Yeah, Sastron's going right for Crash Frigate. Meanwhile, Training Chamber is shown to have a missile.
Yep, that is one SDK.
That's the basic question. Is Baja going, is Thespian going through Frigate itself, or?
The Hive keys might be relevant. Logically, maybe, but both Baja and Bra, I assume, are very much capable of just skipping them.
Yeah, if we ever find Annihilator, we could just bypass the door itself.
And otherwise, you can bomb space jump over the gate.
Yeah, and there's Bra finding the information about Alpha Blog. And Dungeon is dead. I couldn't think of a good pun. Alright, folks. It's that time of year again. It's time to say hello to Alpha Blog. Oh, doesn't everybody love an Alpha Blog fight? I know I do. Now, some ways to go about defeating Alpha Blog. Dark Burst is your best bet. Supers would be next. But over that, we're just gonna skip the entire fight with a bomb space jump.
But the camera doesn't really cooperate.
Yeah, he almost had it first time, but hit the platform instead. It doesn't help you gotta do this while Alpha Block's charging at you.
And bomb jump right into the projectile. Ooh. And getting a spider ball.
A spider ball and crash frigate.
Ooh, that's annoying.
So, Grunt's gonna be waiting a while for that then.
Echoes, spider, on cargo freight lift. Ooh. But on the other dimension, Baja skipped block. By, yeah. Just bomb space jumping out.
Yep, but we're gonna go right for Power Bomb Guardian though. Yeah, we're right here. Might
Good
as well.
timing.
Yeah. And I apologize if you heard a dog barking earlier. Like that.
I did not.
Oh, okay. Well, then this mic is working wonders.
This fight is also pretty much non-existent because Baja has Cannonball, so it just takes no damage.
We take no damage from a terrible boss. It's wonderful, yes. So it looks like going through Crash Frigate is a good answer. Spider Balls, very, very good. It's extraordinarily good. As this gets us right into Sank, we can do Sank without having any headaches. But on the flip side, Bra has picked up the Dark Visor from Alpha Blog, and now we are going to fight Alpha Blog. And by fight, I mean we're going to do the same thing that Braha did and just skip the fight.
There you go. There is no block today.
Disappointed.
So, both Echoes players in lower Torpus, both Prime players in different places. One goes right into life growth, the other is heading for plasma processing.
Oh, almost had it.
Life growth tunnel being life growth tunnel. But at least the boost worked fairly quickly.
Yeah, he almost fell right off the right edge, though. That was close. Now the hard part, trying to get over.
So, Cesteron's war name is Aurorarion. It's always fun to see what kind of world names runners come up with in CGC.
People are fairly creative. And there's
double damage.
Double damage is doubly perfect. I'm running out of words here.
And very good at throwing you off of DS4 skip because you do more damage than you're used to.
Yeah, you gotta take that into account. Oh, look! I couldn't tell what was there. Looks like we're going right for a grapple, possibly going for a grapple guardian fight. Unless we already fought him.
I do not think so.
I think we got to reload the room then.
Yeah. If you enter the room from the wrong side, from one of the tunnels, you have to reload the room for the grapple guardian fight to actually trigger.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Otherwise, you can do whatever you want with grapple guardian. You can pet him, jump on him, whatever. He just does nothing other than have a damage box.
Yeah, he's just a big angry bulldog or something.
Just kind of ignores you.
Well, looks like Cestron's making the first dip into Phazon Mines, though.
And Baja will be making the first dip into a Sank.
I really want... it might be too soon to say due to the lack of keys and artifacts, but I want to say Aurora Green might have this based on their routing decisions.
There might be like a killer thing on Grapple Guardian or under Transit 1.
Well,
I don't know.
Let's put it this way. What are the big things that we need to go for go mode on the Prime side?
Plasma Beam and Phazon Suit.
All right, so we're still missing Plasma and Phazon for them to get moving. But there's Echo's Boost Ball.
Oh, Echo's Boost. That's good. That's pretty good.
Phazon Mining Entrance.
Main Quarry.
But thank you. I'm terrible at room names.
That's fine. I'm better at them than I probably should be.
As far as Echoes go mode, we're really looking for... Oh, I wonder if... Well, hey, look, a Grapple Beam.
A
Grapple Guardians
Beam.
Vanilla!
Vanilla Grapple Beam. That's fantastic. And Brub picks it up for the memes. Has it picked it up for the memes, but has to deal with fun pirates.
All right, so on the Echo side, we need Boost Ball for Dynamo. We need, let's see, what else do we need? Let's see, Sank Entrance, yeah, Boost Ball. Hive Gyro, Boost Ball. Amazing Cliff, Main Research. That's about it for Echoes. If we find Boost Ball, then we're good go mode.
Cestron basically just found Boost Ball for him, so
I think it's safe to say Baja's
Screw Attack. We probably still won.
Go back, get Screw Attacks to actually get in out of or get into final bosses. But other than that, Boost Ball is the biggest thing for the hunt. That's
which Baja already has, so really Baja's looking for Screw Attack.
Yeah, doing the artifact cleanup, trying to find Screw Attacks, getting the rest of his keys, and then boom, we're good. As far as Prime goes, like you said, we really want Plasma Beam and Phazon Suit. We need them.
Yeah.
We
and
can't.
There's that Cobalt Translator.
Yeah, we can't beat Metroid Prime without it. Let alone get through Impact Crater.
And, well, getting the PCA artifact without Plasma Beam is also a little more difficult. Since that room is completely encapsulated by plasma doors.
Yeah.
But even then, you need them formed for Exo, so... Unless you Exo skip. But then
I don't see Sam here. I think we're okay.
But then Impact Crater itself has plasma doors. So. Cobalt for Spider Guardian, yeah, we found that on Culling Chamber, so that's not really a problem.
Yeah, I forgot about the spider door. I've been playing this game for years and I still forget things.
So the biggest thing that Avina is lacking is to have gone through Frigate. Probably.
I would agree.
frigate and main quarry are the main points where Avina has missed out on so far.
You know what? If I had to put a route in Baja's head, I would say that I think we finished everything we need in Torvus. So with that knowledge in hand, we can do the full Sank cleanup for the artifacts and keys, then use the Sank spider elevator to get to Aegon vent area, and then use that to beeline for well, no, probably not even that elevator, not that one. Probably use the yeah, either that one, or we just want to find a good way into Aegon.
Depending on how much Baja wants to do the out of bounds to reach Omorbis, we might need an Aegon key.
Yeah, but Baja's familiar with it. He'll be okay. I've got faith.
But then you probably also want screw attack for it, I think, so yeah. We're like wide in go mode.
Nope. We just need them screw attacks.
Screw attack is shockingly late this game.
Well, looks like Avina's probably heading over for Frigate, though. We're in that area.
Either that or Overgrown Cavern. And the whole life growth area. What you could do is go Overgrown.
Oh, hold on. Plasma beam. I'm sorry.
Oh, Plasma Beam and Boombox. Good find. That immediately opens up the rest of mines. So very nice routing opportunity.
That's a terrible location, though. It's great because you're in mines. You can go through the entire section of it, but you got to hope that plasma's down here without full clearing all the other areas.
Well, the furthest plasma can be in mines is in QA, since everything afterwards. Quad has a progressive suit.
Oh, light suit on quad.
Light suit on quad.
Now, that's not required. I don't think either of them are going to fight it. I don't think they're going to fight quad for that light suit.
And we know that screw attack is not light suit locked.
Yeah.
Since
yeah,
quad needs light suit. Annihilator is also not light suit locked.
Huh.
So.
Well, that makes the question. Where the heck is screw attack then? Oh, there's the other Aegon key. It's like a mine shaft.
Well, that's fairly easy.
Yeah, pardon my language. I'm sorry.
That was a joke hint.
What? Having a suit, that just hurts the feels. Since quad is such a long fight.
A little boost jump. Doesn't quite get it.
No, it looks like his sword just went boost and fell down.
That was an extra visor that was picked up. That was on mining station B.
I think that was...
no, that was the storage right next to it.
Yeah, storage A or B. I think it's storage A. Yeah, so right now
apparently the mining station B item is something good because Bra is going for the BSJ.
Yeah, it looked to be like an E-tank. Yeah.
Oh, E-tank. Alright. Sure, I guess.
Yeah, there's two different ways to skip mining station B. One is a slope jump. The other one is the bomb space jump, which we saw. Now, the slope jump takes a little bit extra time, but it is easier to pull off if you're not familiar with the bomb space jumps.
And if you have screw attack, you can do an alternate bomb space jump that also gets you up there.
Or the screw attack, yeah. Well, looks like we're going for some bunny hopping to get over to Dynamo, though. Baja's having a heck of a time trying to get it, though.
Yeah, that's not a particularly easy E-dash to get. That
Nope.
looks good. Ah,
Oh, he didn't have it.
I think he needed to go a bit further back to get the right angle.
Yeah, but on that, we do see a another Thardus fight.
But with Plasma, that fight is really quick, so... A little thing that you can probably... A little thing is like for each of these Thardus' rocks, quote-unquote phases, one fully charged plasma shot and a missile is enough to kill it. Alright, now Baha goes to Spider Guardian.
And Bro's probably
Get
going
an
to follow.
SDK and an artifact off of it.
And Bro's probably going to follow short behind, making his first steps into Sanctuary. Right through Sank Spider side. Well, I will admit, Spider Guardian does have some good mechanics for the fight. It's well used.
A nice little puzzle.
It is, you know, you're stuck in Morph Ball the entire time, but it is challenging.
If you have Spider Ball and also a Power Bomb, the fight is just kind of free, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, it took me way too long to realize that power bombs hurt Spider Guardian.
Yep, Power Bombs stun him. You just need the right timing for it.
I just never tried it, and I wish I had.
I am so sorry.
That happens.
Set them right. Normal bombs are fine for this one. Just don't use a Power Bomb vanilla.
That's fair, because it causes a game crash and a hard lock.
Right, Avina finds the double damage. Life growth.
Yeah, it looks like Bros decided to go towards Hive Gyro. Was going to go pick up that artifact as we mentioned earlier. Now, what you saw Brad do here and Baha previously, we used the Seeker Launcher to get this to get the locks off backwards. Now, what that does is one of two things. Number one, it lowers the light portal. Oh, their Screw Attack goes inside Ice Ruins East, or Ice Ruins West. So that wasn't a suit that I saw earlier, that was Screw Attack.
Well, that's good. That's a good find. Baha's pretty much set.
Baha's practically in go mode. It's over for him. He has everything he needs for the rest of the keys and artifacts. It's just a matter of what route is he going to use for it. And we see Bar Skip. Oh, there goes Bar Skip. Good work, Avina.
Nice. Yeah, depending on how comfortable Baha is with the wall crawl to skipping on keys.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to go for it.
Should be pretty much it. Otherwise, well, the key is a mine shaft, so it's not that difficult.
Nah, it's not too far away. Oh, nice high five. Both echoes are in main gyro.
Huh. Okay, is Avina going to do all of Frigate, or is Avina going to go to mines after Hat? That's going to be a very decisive question.
I would
looks like it's going to be a mines play.
I would assume as such. You've already gone through the other areas. You haven't touched mines yet. So it just makes sense to get into mines as the game's sort of pushing you in that direction for late game. As of right now, we do not know where Phazon Suit is. We are still trying to find it. And both echoes are right on top of each other, following over. But bruh, realizing he doesn't have screw attack to get across, so we're going to take the long way around. Which we can't do anyway because that's Annihilator locked.
Probably like roughly following the same plan Baja did, just now. And Baja is valid. ETM. Phase on suit and feeding pit require light suit from quad.
That's a terrible thing. That's a terrible thing to hope for.
And also requiring an Annihilator beam. Well, logically, that we don't know where it is.
Well, we kind of do. We just got that hint. Annihilator is exactly 4 rooms away from the Artifact of Truth.
The Artifact of Truth was... we just found out earlier. Which one was it? I think that wasn't that actually Dynamo Works? Or was it? No, I think it was Hive Gyro, actually. So the Annihilators on ATS? Is that 4 rooms away? We have Sank Temple access. Well, Hive Temple access. We have Hive Temple. We have this like little connecting room, and then ATS. Yeah, that's 4 rooms away.
Well, that's not terrible.
So in that case, it would probably be ATS. So you can basically just pick up Annihilator and then go to quad if you feel like that's what's going to be needed. If you feel like you need light suit. And bruh now has a boost ball. Just in time to open the little gate in main gyro as well.
I don't know why, but I had the strong feeling that we know where Phazon suit is. I feel like we saw the hint, but I could be so mistaken.
You did think that Ice Ruins West was the suit.
Hey, look, they both looked similar, alright? They were gold and shiny. Alright, I'm still standing by that.
Just saying, maybe that you connected Phazon suit to that somehow. That's where that memory comes from.
You know what? You could be absolutely right.
MQA seems to be nothing of note.
And Baja's continuing, possibly going to get the last of the stuff in his game. Although we don't have Morbus defeated yet. Probably going to get the last artifact in his game first. And then going back for Aegon.
Okay, so from what I see, Baja has 8 SDKs, so I think the one on Sank Entrance is the one that's missing.
Oh, that's right. The artifact was some Morbus, right?
And the artifacts that are missing are for Cestron or PCA and Morbus. So basically, quote-unquote, 2 bosses.
This still is anyone's game, as we still have no idea where that gosh darn Phazon suit is.
For all we know, there might be light suit locked.
You know what? I feel like TGC might have called it correctly.
Maybe it's just vanilla. We'll see.
Maybe it's possible.
Or it's just on Fungal Hobby. There you go.
Never mind.
Right. Phazon suit has been acquired. Even in CGC, it's in lower mines.
Well, at least you don't have to fight OP for it.
It's a nice extra damage reduction for the OP fight. As much as you need damage reduction if you have, like, what, 10 E-tanks?
Yeah, if you need that much. Just max out your energy and hope for the best. Speaking of energy.
Really? Aurora Green looking quite golden.
Yeah. Well, traveling spacers aren't too far behind. Granted, Bruh still has to go to Sank and fight Spider Guardian. But Avina's doing pretty well going through mines here.
Well, Bra doesn't have Spider.
Oh.
Or Screw.
Yeah. No, doesn't Bra have... I thought Bra had Screw Attack. I thought Avina picked it up.
No.
Yeah, that's right. Cestrion.
That was Baha who has it.
Yeah, you're right.
Last keys for Cestrion are on PCA and on what's the other? Amorbus.
Yeah.
And the last SDK for Baha is on Sunk Entrance.
Correct. Correct, my friend.
So from what I can tell, Baha is just going to go to Amorbus and just to get that artifact out of the way, so Cestrion can go finish and then get Sank Entrance. And Baha is going to go for it.
He's going for the out of bounds, and he gets it. Now comes the hard part, trying to do the wall crawl all the way around over the gate.
At the very least, Baha will not have to actually wall crawl back. Can just reset after it, since the item there is not for his own game. Which is good. And Cestrion is going for OP skip. Because Cestrion does not actually have X-ray. So couldn't fight OP if he wanted to. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not familiar with the Amorbus wall crawl, but I am quite familiar with whatever with the one Cestrion is doing. It's a little. It's not. It's quite a cool. Quite a cool wall crawl. Does a bit differently from what I do, though.
Yeah, the entire point of what Baha's doing here, we went out of bounds in Dark Portal Chamber, and we're using that to take the long way around terminal access to get this into a Judgment Pit. Then we crawl around the outside of Judgment Pit and get our way to access to get through the temple door. Now, once we're here at Dark Torvus Temple, we want to get enough height so that we can just walk over the gate itself. Now, once we're over the gate, we can just morph and fall into the fight. The hard part comes during when you try to leave the gate. That's where it's pretty bad.
Okay, the way I know the OP skip in this particular room is not to go like to the side here. It's to like jump onto a few standables over the room and then drop onto a little grate that's just below the pipe, because that makes you hit the loading trigger for elite quarters, and from there you can jump onto the door.
I love how that little pirate's shown sideways, just sticking to that pipe for some reason. That's pretty good. All right, so
Cestrion gets the transition. To note with Elite Quarters is that the cutscene trigger for Elite Pirate, for Omega Pirate, extends a little outside to the room, so you have to like be a little further away in order to not trigger it.
And Baja's going for what we call worm skip. We're going to go in and damage both both worms of Amorbus, and then try to damage both of them within the same damage frame, hence giving the game not enough time to run to the cutscene.
Alright, Session jumping up elite quarters. So the last part is to make PCA load around you. You can shoot the door, go down a little, so just slightly above the door. Then you can approach it slowly. And just kind of hope you don't fall down.
Baja's about to end Amorbus. We're waiting so we don't do worm skip accidentally again. And the fight is over. Amorbus is down. All right, now comes part 2 of Baja's nonsense, which is just save and quit. As like you said earlier, it's an artifact. We don't need to do the warp. We don't need to do the out of bounds to get.
There you go. Session got the room to load. So
there
that is a successful OP skip.
Congratulations. It's fantastic.
So that's all artifacts for Cestrion. It has Pazon, has Plasma, all beams. Can go to Ridley. Meanwhile, Baja will have to take a little bit of a detour over to Sank Entrance, pick up the last SDK, and smooth sailing from there as well.
Yeah, the best way for Baja is just to save warp to our landing site. Take landing site all the way around. We're going to go to FTA to get Sank Entrance elevator, and then just go through it the way Broad did. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and check back in on Team Traveling Spaces. Let's see how they're doing. Looks like Avena's going through Magmar. We have a total of an unknown number of artifacts that I can't read.
I think that's 6.
Please tell me I'm not the only one reading that number weird.
It's a really small number. It's not the new stream-friendly layout. So I think that's a 6 out of 12. But it might also be 8. So it's really not easy to tell.
And on that, it looks like Bruz going through Sank Entrance. We're going to pick up that key.
Notably, has to do it without Spider, without Screw Attack.
Fortunately, Spider Ball is somewhere.
It was in Cargo Freight Lift.
Thank you. Right, Lower Mines. And Screw Attack is over in Ice Ruins East behind some ice. Ice Ruins West. I keep getting the two backwards.
Bro might realize the problem he's having.
I mean, this is possible without Spider Ball. It's just that it's really, really dumb to do. We're trying to jump off this glass barrier, but actually no, we don't have Screw Attack to do that method. So we're stuck waiting for it. But Avena's right here, so Screw Attack is going to be sent in like 10 seconds after we jump off the baby Shegoth. Yep, there's Screw Attack, so.
Alright, and that guys can just Screw Attack over.
Yep, get a good bonk. Oh, missed the bonk. Yeah, so we're trying to Screw Attack over, as Astral stated. But then we also want to have a bonk with a slight angle to the right. Now, what that bonk will do will force us to get some extra height and bounce us back. That'll get us just enough height to land on top of the platform. It's a very precise bonk.
There's one alternate way in which you can do it, which involves instead Screw Attack to the other side, where you have a little bit of terrain under the platform is standable, and you can Screw Attack from there as well. It takes longer, it's slower, obviously, but I think that might be a little bit easier.
And yeah, another high five. Both runners are in sync entrance. While Cestrion fights Ridley, the one and only terror of the crater.
The terror of impact craters and really, really, really long shaft. Shout out to Corruption.
Oh, don't remind me of that fight. That fight was just weird. I'm sorry, I love Corruption, but that fight was just weird, alright? It was good. You know, I like how they did it, though. It looks like Baja's also trying to get the screw attack method, and he gets it. Bra also lands it, but Bra still has some cleanup and sync to do, as we still have to fight Spider Guardian. But with that, Baja has all 9 keys. It's safe to say that Team Aurora Green will be taking the victory today. I would say that the biggest thing is the routing on the Prime side. Just...
It's unfortunate. It's always unfortunate if Frigate has something, because Prime players are understandably often rather averse to going to Frigate, because it's 3 checks and they have a lot of requirements.
And Ridley is down. We are going to the impact crater. And I doubt we're going to see an exo skip done today. Oh. Yeah. Russ still doesn't have Spider Ball.
That is still on Frigate.
Which Avina has not gone to yet. Avina is still doing Lower Mines cleanup. Oh, and Avina has X-Rays, so we might be seeing an OP fight from them.
That's struggling a little with the phase on course low jump, but gets it.
Unfortunately, Avina does not have phase on suit either. That's over in Cargo Freight Lift.
No,
which is also...
Cargo Freight Lift has Spider Ball.
Oh,
the phase on
right.
suit is in Fungal Hole B.
Right, it's still the same region. Just I got the locations backwards. And Bra has gone out of bounds due to the lack of Cobalt to bypass the door for Spider Guardian.
Really doesn't want to didn't want to go to Culling Chamber.
Well, he never went to that side of Sank in the first place. We went to, I don't even think we've gone to Hive Gyro yet. And even then, we don't have Spider Ball to get that. Culling Chamber needs Spider Ball.
How goes Rice? Well, Cestrion and Baja are about to finish.
And Brad did fantastic work. He got the key out of the tunnel, but we still need to fight Spider Guardian itself for the artifact. And I think we're about to see some out of bounds play here as well. We're gonna try to clip through the floor. Yep.
Got that first try. Nice.
And Avina has picked up their Phazon suit. So we are continuing into the depth of the Phazon mines. Oh, and Brad taking a nasty fall. Ugh. Right to the bottom of the Aether box. I can only suspect that Brad attempted to jump across part of the Aether box and then morph to save to go down slightly to realign, but morphed at the wrong location. And as stated, that's why you don't want to morph while you're in Aether. It'll just drop you to the bottom of the box. And a lot of these rooms are huge. in the meantime, y'all do get to see an Emperor Ring and a Metroid Prime fight at the same time. What were we gonna say, Astral?
Well, which one's the better fight? What do you think?
Based on technical aspect and how it's made, I would have to say Metroid Prime.
Ooh. Baja is not looking good on energy.
No. I really hope he took that save when he came to Sky Temple.
Okay. Emperor Ing's that's fine. Because Emperor Ing's death gives you a free refill, but that was a bit dicey.
That was close. No, to answer your question, I think Metroid Prime has the better technical aspect of it. You know, utilizing all 4 beams, making you actually sit and think. Than with the Essence fight. But yeah, you know, Dark Samus 3 and 4 isn't bad either. It's got some good challenge to it. But you know, overall, I'd say Metroid Prime is the better. What about you? What do you think?
I only know that Dark Samus there is the worst fight of them all.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Speaking of which, it looks like Avena's fighting Omega Pirate. So 3 boss fights and out of bounds. Look at this.
There you go.
Welcome to Metroid Prime CGC Racing. And Metroid Prime is down, but don't worry, the game's not over yet. We still have to fight Essence. And meanwhile, Baja's attempting and going for it. He's going for a Dark Samus 4 skip. Now the gist of the skip is we're trying to stunlock Dark Samus by forcing her to raise her face on shield by firing a missile at her. And then screw attack. That's got it! He's got it! That's time! 149.17.
No center today. That's 1G.
That's a G. Absolutely fantastic.
Sestion very soon to follow. Fighting Essence now.
Sadly.
And hitting the no X-ray, no problem.
And unfortunately, Bruh is still going out of balance, trying to get back up to Spider Guardian. As we do not have the Cobalt to get into Spider Guardian normally. Alright, so with that being said, Cestron is still going through.
It appears that Cestron got full skipped. I think, maybe.
Yeah, chat's saying that they did. I'll take chat words on it.
That looked a little weird.
Well, the entire game is weird.
Metroid Prime for the Nintendo GameCube.
Right. Yeah, that lack of X-ray visor doesn't seem to be hindering Cestron at all.
Maybe strike of essence there for a second.
Yeah, I spoke too soon. But no, this is why I stand by Metroid Prime being the better fight. It's unlike Emperor Ring, where you're not utilizing that much to fight. Metroid Prime and Essence forces you to use everything that you've collected over this time. You know, both visors, all 3 beams. It's a good challenge. Alright, but don't worry, it looks like Russ still doing some out of bounds movement. Having a bit of trouble clipping back inbounds, it looks like. He appears to be stuck. Oh, there we go. All right. And he's back in bounds.
Essence being a little weird today.
Alright, so we're gonna find Spider Guardian.
Right, that should be fine for Sestrion here now. Maybe one more cycle.
Yeah, I would stand by the one more cycle. I don't know how much longer this pool's gonna last.
Okay. Nope, that's it.
Oh, alright. That's time.
We
That's
have
GG.
we have a GG.
That
The winners,
it's official.
Team Aurora Green of Sestrion and Baja Blood. GG.
Congratulations. And they have also finished first out of all the teams that are playing today. And it looks like Samuel and Schwartz with Ultimate Hope are following right behind. But either way, fantastic work by Aurora Green today. Pulled off some beautiful routing strategies. And their early dip into, I'd say, Phazon Mines, Lower Frigate, and the early start into Sanctuary really sealed the deal for them today. So we're gonna go ahead and get some invites sent out. We're gonna see if we can get this team in for some post-game commentary. So with that being said, welcome Baja.
Hello, GG's.
GG, welcome back. Congratulations. You know, your team, you and Sestrion, first place overall.
Yeah, another hour and a half without screw attack, but at least this time it was
At
hard
least
to get screw attack.
At least you eventually found it. What
Hello.
that means. Hello, Sestrion. So welcome,
Hello.
Aurora Green. How are you both doing today?
Pretty well. We won! Hey!
Yeah.
Hey, look at that. Yeah, traveling spaceships are still continuing along there. Bros fighting Spider Guardian, grabbing that last artifact. Yeah, while Venus still going through Fendrana. What are we? Probably just doing some key hunts. Doing some more cleanup.
Yeah, looks like Spider has been troubling them, huh? The Echo Spider.
Yeah, the lack of Spider Ball's really thrown a twist into everything. But we are going to see some out of bounds movement. Bros going to Hive Dynamo to backdoor gyro chamber.
The frigate, the classic frigate, that ends up having something major.
Yeah,
That no Prime Predator likes to check.
Yeah, the reason I went there is because the early thermal visor beam. So I took a safe in courtyard and then tried to do everything thermal first. Because if there is nothing, I can quit and be right back at lab. That was my intention. And then I found Spider in cargo freight and I was like, okay, I can breathe and go just do mines. Plasma 2. And then go back to screw tag. That was really good.
It certainly looked like the game would try to point you to frigate. It gave you a lot of stuff for it. The gravity and the thermal are usual indicators for it. So yeah, it was definitely a good idea to check it.
We're going for the out of bounds method of Spiderless Hive Gyro.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Well, if you don't do it, you're gonna be soft lock if you mess up.
I'm sure you've learned the hard way on that one.
Oh yeah, certainly did.
Just like I learned the hard way that mini gyro chamber is very tall.
It
Yeah.
was very fun to see the simultaneous out of bounds to get to Omorbis and past OP.
Yeah.
Like very simultaneous. That was fun to see as well.
Yeah, he's going for it. Bruh's trying to clip back in bounds. He's right above the item.
Been a little bit off. I want to be more to the side.
See, I don't trust this method either. I'll stick to my screw attack.
If you go more to like where the steel beams are, it's like
Oh, he almost rolled off. Nice save.
Yeah.
those.
Spooky.
Oh no! Oh, reset.
No, there's no
Well.
spider ball to get back up. So
Well.
close.
Brad got what he wanted, but has to reset.
Yeah. I mean, fair enough. Got the artifact. Okay, Baha, I have one quick question for you, which is just simply how much did the light suit hint scare you?
Too much. So my plan was basically until we found Phazon for free. It was just like I was gonna get all of Cestrian's artifacts, and then while he was fighting Ridley, I was gonna do Sank Entrance and then start heading up towards, because Annihilator we knew was an ATS and Light Suit we knew was on quad. So at that point, like whatever it says, presuming it's in my game, I have all the items to go get it. But yeah, Phazon was free, so it ended up working out well because it meant that I had done everything I needed to do since I was prioritizing that first.
Even in CGC, Phazon suit is just in lower minds.
True.
Yep.
Very pain to get.
But yeah, the preset is a little bit wild because like no violet start.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very PK.
So I got a missile really early. I was like, okay, just go do. But I was like, Bob was like, you might just gonna be gunning it to Hive Totem because I don't have violet. I was like, that's a fair point. Let's do that.
Yeah, I think like the lack of violet I think does actually change the starting strategy where you're not meant to follow an out of logic missile because your Echoes player is just standing around. And like Artifact Temple is a pretty slow check early on.
Indeed.
Like it doesn't really matter that much because like in our like tournament preset, your Echoes player is moving for a while, so it's not like a huge deal to spend some time doing something you definitely want to do early anyways. But here, yeah, I did not have very long before I was going to be standing around.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
it's lucky enough it only took until Hive Totem. That could have been much worse.
Yeah, I mean the fear always is that it's like a vanilla missile launcher on Hive Totem, and then Violet's just an Artifact Temple, and we're overthinking things.
Yeah.
Definitely a concern, but
Never punish.
More often than not, I think that's the correct approach in this exact preset.
I got a little concerned when I saw the bombs under the
True.
ship.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
the morph turning up. Yeah,
Get there too. That was before we started, I said to Baha if
There's just spider
we don't
ball
find
finally.
bombs, I'm gonna do vanilla bomb things because so often that vanilla bombs just there at Zoid.
Yep.
But yeah, nope. First item I see, bomb. Or second.
yeah. Telling Cestrian just like this. The only thing that was like kind of awkward was the light beam.
Yeah.
That the timing of that coming in was a little unfortunate, but like everything else just felt like it played like our route just happened to be very, very much rewarded this seed. Like things kind of fell into place pretty nicely.
Yeah, I was really concerned. I just left some labs because like I said, we got like the info about screw tag, and it's like, well, we need to find plasma fast possible, and I knew the thermal was logic, so maybe the game just wanted to go follow that thermal, then bailed out.
Yeah, the early plasma was huge. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I had a slight concern that the game actually wanted Prime to go through frigates to get to mines and for warriors to just not be a thing because of the very early thermal, the gravity suit, and the wave beam that were all fairly early. It was just one ice beam away from that little nugget.
Oh, I do got to shout out that underground tunnel hint. Absolutely bailed us out. I was never playing
Yeah.
back to cache A immediately after Seekers without that hint.
Yeah.
So our ice beam pickup was very much dependent on that.
Hmm. Also,
Yeah.
the Dark Visor hint was really good too.
Yeah.
The Dark Visor hint was good. I got like Cannonball at a really good timing. What else?
I would
Also
put
the-
a really good time.
What?
I was in Grove and turned around, and before I made it back to the portal, you got me Cannonball.
Yeah. But like the boost ball was timing.
Yeah.
You didn't have to attack.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, boost was important.
yeah. I was also really proud that I got like first try like crash side and a grapple beam to get then the supers grapple ledge.
And like 1 or 2 E-Tank magma pool dash in and out. No
Yeah,
problem.
yeah, right. Back and forth.
That was pretty good.
Or forth and back, whatever. Yeah. I did play it Flogger safe though because I don't trust the dashes. No E-tanks.
Super reasonable. It looks like Avina's in stand around and wait mode.
Oh, this is my favorite
Hey.
part of the game. You know, I love this part.
Right. Which SDK are missing? Or artifacts?
We're currently missing. Let's pull up the handy dandy notebook. Let's see. We're not missing artifacts. We're missing SDKs.
Dynamo Works is one of them.
Oh, Dynamo Works.
We did Dynamo already.
Yeah,
is-
but Bra has to do the tunnel again because Bra had to reset. Right?
Oh, yeah, you're
Oh,
right.
right.
We did the reset. Thanks to Hive Gyro being a pain. Yeah.
I think Gathering Hall is also missing. Maybe, but
right.
I'm not. Don't quote me on that.
Oh, I
so
could believe
Avina-
that. Gathering Hall without Spider is miserable.
Oh, maybe a
Maybe main research too.
Yeah,
No, I think
maybe.
I think you went to main research already. I could be wrong unless that was Baja who did the screw attack. Yeah, I think it was you who did that. Well, I'm really behind on my
we'll
notes
see now
today.
anyway.
Oh, it's hard.
Oh yeah. It's main reason.
GG's
Okay,
Ultimate
okay.
Hope. They both just wrapped up a couple minutes ago.
Yeah.
GG. Oh, a nice screw attack to get the bonk. And we're going right for Lower Torvus, so yeah, it's got to be a Gathering Hall. That pretty much seals it. We get some lore, thanks to Avena. We get to read all about the artifacts.
Is it missing?
Yeah, there's still 2 teams going at it. Plastic Aces and Traveling Spacers. Rowland and Slucky are still competing in this preset. But no, I think it was safe to say that your routing played a huge point in cementing your victory.
Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! Oh, we get some flamethrower movement here, though. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, there's always those little odds and ends. I'm rarely very, very thorough in any given region. So like stuff like Mineshaft, I never did this seed. So like that could have easily been something really important the whole time. And then like in that direction, I definitely missed X-Ray. Not ever heading down to Storage A.
Yeah, good that I did PCA Warcrawl.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually kind of scared that I've messed it up. But yeah, I managed.
Yeah, it's pretty safe to say that your Crash Frigate and the early mines play really pulled echoes out of the loop that Bru's stuck in right now.
Yeah, no spider. The seed's pretty miserable. There's just things requiring a spider all over the place you needed to do.
Mm-hmm.
What was the relative timing of like the plasma into screw attack between us and them?
Your plasma screw attack definitely came earlier, probably about a good half hour, maybe
wow.
less.
Wow.
It was a while, and then plasma beam, I would say less of a gap. What do you think, Astral? Because screw attack definitely came last.
Yeah. Screw attack definitely was the go mode item. It,
Oh, and Bru's having a heck of a time trying to land on the Gathering Hall spider track.
Gathering Hall, the bane of every.
Yeah,
I can't stand this room.
I hate this room.
agreed. It's terrible.
I was asked what my least favorite room in Echoes is, and I said Gathering Hall.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a good answer.
That's a good answer. Yeah, no one will judge you because of that.
Well, I might.
I mean,
It went too
There's-
silent after that.
there's what else? What are other bad Echoes rooms?
Aries pretty bad.
Well, I have a personal one, which is Sky Temple Gateway, simply because I despise the Dark Samus fight.
Well, that's fair.
I'm gonna go with Hydro Chamber Storage only because I don't know the bomb jump method to get out of Alpha Blog.
Oh, that fight was so uncooperative to me today. I don't know why.
It really did.
The camera was just like not cooperating.
True.
And I have to name Grand Wind Chamber. I just keep soft blocking.
Yep, can't aim too far to the left.
Yeah, I'll do it all the time.
Sentinel's Path is pretty far up there for me. That room is just stinky.
Oh yeah, I don't like it.
Learn the new skip, Baha. Learn the new skip. It's
But even
free.
with the new skip, just like wall crawling through that wrong room is so sketchy.
That is true. I give you that. Pretty bad.
I'm more likely to have a bad time with that wall crawl just by like hitting some bad collision and being stuck than actually having that much trouble with the trick itself. Not that the trick is easy, but I've lost so many times either trying to get back inbounds after or even just trying to get to the item in the first place. It's Warward Showgrounds, presumably. It's the last artifact.
Yes.
Well,
It
we're
seems to
coming
be
up
the
to
case.
that time. Yeah. Well,
This is
that
always
was,
an annoying artifact. It's like
Yeah.
it feels so bad to come here before you're actually done yourself, but you kind of have to. Don't want to leave your partner standing around.
Yeah, you want to avoid the double time if possible. But hey, there we go. Oh, we're actually going back. Well, he would be done. Oh, probably Sank entrance.
I think Sank entrance into Dynamo Tunnel. I think our left.
yeah,
That sounds about right.
because we had that reset, so that sort of dropped everything.
Oh, right. I hope bro remembers.
Well, since we're here, we might as well do this. Everyone loves a good Ridley music.
I wonder what the holdup was for Sam and Swords.
Yeah, sure.
They also miss Spider.
Oh.
Yeah, it's definitely a play to do frigate as early as you did, Sistran. Worked out pretty dang well, though. I always have that that back and forth with Faizy, other frigate enjoyer. Into the exit fight. I guess the one advantage Raw has is doesn't have to deal with the post-spider guardian later here. A bit annoying. Bridge is out. Alright, spider was. Nobody found it.
Nope, no one found it.
Brad does seem to remember, which is good. Only the dynamo. Well, unless this is a stable from Quentin. Alright, I think unfortunately I'm going to need to take my leave here.
Yeah,
Good
same
luck
though.
to Traveling Spacers on the cleanup here. Thank you both for doing the commentary.
Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it, and thank you for the wondrous showing today.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Well,
See you
thank you,
next
thank
time.
you. All right, y'all take care. Have a great rest of the day.
Yeah. See you guys.
And with that, Aurora Green has vacated from the booth, and they have gone about their merry way. But don't worry, the fun's not over yet, folks. We still have traveling spacers battling it out, trying to see what time they'll receive. Don't worry, we still have plenty of content here for your viewing pleasure. And Bra
picks up last key. We can now also go on to Emperor.
And with that being said, we have reached Prime Essence. And since we do have Echo Visor, it's a lot easier to see Essence. And Bra has successfully collected the last of his SDKs. We are moving towards the Sky Temple Gateway, and we're going to wrap this seed up. Final predictions, we should have both runners finished by about the 2.5 hour mark. So this should be done in the next 10 minutes. Well, Astral, my good friend, how do you feel everything's gone down so far?
I'm not like, I don't really have a comment to the seat. It was pretty average. It wasn't terrible. It's unfortunate that the Spider Ball ended up in Frigate, which again is a check that most Prime players tend to avoid, which often enough is to their advantage, but sometimes can be to their detriment.
As we find out today, due to Frigate having a pretty major Echoes item.
Yep, it is. You should always consider Frigate if you start to get the items for it, especially for Gravity Suit and Thermal if they show up early. You should at least consider it.
Yeah, if the game's trying to push you down a set path, most of the time it's good to follow that path, but not all the time. You know, there are a few where it tries to lead you down the wrong path.
More often than not, Gravity Suit and especially Thermal just end up being bait in Prem 1, but that's not always the case. So it's definitely understandable why people just skip Frigate for a long time. It's just unfortunate if it actually ends up being the bad choice.
Right.
Also, G for Arena. Metroid Prime is dead.
Metroid Prime is defeated.
There's one more big ball. Not having light suit is always a bit of a weird thing for Echo's final bosses.
It is a bit of a worry, yes, but as long as you don't get hit too much by Emperor 3, then you should be okay. Granted, we did just lose 2 E-tanks, and we got flung up to space. Having a hard time with that with the screw attacks.
Yeah, the Emperor misbehaving a little. That should have been good. Yep, that was great.
Great, fantastic hit.
There we go.
There's Ice Spreader, Transit Tunnel South.
That was Annihilator locked.
Yeah, we never found Annihilator.
It is almost certainly on ATS, so none of them ever picked it up because it's just not needed for anything.
No, it's it.
All
right.
One more DS4. Well, DS3. Hopefully, no DS4.
And once again, we're attempting to do Dark Samus 4 skip. We want to do a set amount of damage to Dark Samus, force her to go into the semi-second state, and then we want to stun lock her as she tries to go into the 4th state. And this stun lock, we really want to screw attack does major damage, as seen here. But we
and
missed. So we got
one center.
We got a bit of a fight left. Yeah, we missed the damage and the stun lock.
The reason why I despise this fight is because the phazon particles that she shoots at you sometimes just hit you in the face and stun you, and I don't know why.
Well,
or
it's
how to
Dark
specifically
Samus.
avoid it.
Well, it's Dark Samus. She's a known cheater.
True.
Somehow always coming back.
Aloha.
But with that, welcome,
Hello, Avina.
welcome, Avina.
Bro, we'll be here in a sec.
Yep, still working on the Dark Samus 4 fight. He unfortunately did get centered.
Ahead of you. Yeah, insta-centered too.
Yeah.
Speaking of final bosses, oh boy, I don't like EXO.
Yeah, the lack of
I don't
Ice
either.
Spreader didn't help.
Ice Spreader was Annihilator locked.
Which we never found. That's PG, that's time,
That's a PG.
226.
Alright.
Sorry for joining too soon.
No, you're okay.
That's okay.
You didn't join too soon?
We're fine here.
So, congratulations. Y'all put up a one. Hello, bruh.
Hello.
So, congratulations. Y'all put up one heck of a fight.
Yeah. I feel like I did fairly well overall, but that soft lock in Hive Gyro Chamber was just so bad. Like, I think that probably lost half an hour total. Maybe
Yeah,
even
one-
more than that. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't that bad because like I didn't lose progression per se, but I lost those 2 SDKs and that just lost so much time.
Right.
Once you fell down, it was no recovery.
Yeah. I just was not being careful there. I should have been cautious, but I just was not. Like, that would have saved time, not only because it would have let me get Avina's last artifact quicker, but also once I got that last artifact, I would have just been able to finish right there and then. But, of course.
I would say, I would say that unfortunately the prime routing sort of.
Oh, you don't have
everything
to
off.
tell me that.
I'm sorry. I don't want to sound harsh.
Yeah.
the
The
really
elephant in
late
the room is the spider ball.
the really late entry into Frigate just sort of
Yeah.
sealed it.
Also, at the very start, almost went for the artifacts and was like, oh, that's not logical. You're locked by Violet. Let me go do something else. Oh, there's my morph bombs. Let me go back and get my bombs just in case. I could have had bombs and Violet right away.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate.
And then, yeah, like 3 times, I think, if I remember correctly, I was like, I could do Frigate or I could do all these other good ideas.
Yeah, the natural aversion to frigate that every prime player just has. I know the feeling.
I even tried to forget Hat when I went into mines. I tried my best.
Yeah, I had to remind. I was like, do Hydro Axis Tunnel? It's just unfortunate. Like, Spider Ball could have been so many other places too. So,
Yeah.
the fact that it was there is just
Yeah.
not good luck.
So far away.
You can argue that the early gravity and thermal kind of hinted at it a little bit, but it's also gravity and thermal. They're more often bait, so
Yeah, it also hints at, going through
So
what,
like Lake
fires.
Fen kind of
Yeah, Lake Fen once we have the knowledge on Varia, which is exactly how that lined up. Like, oh yeah, cool. Let's definitely go that way because that's where every check ever is.
Yeah, you followed the
Right.
train that it led you down, but unfortunately, the train wanted to go for a second track.
Yeah.
But either way, you both put up a fantastic job, though. Don't downplay yourselves. It was great.
Oh, hey, I want to, while I have the chance, brag about my Thardus. That was
You
a
pulled
quick
off a good
Thardus.
Thardus, yeah.
Yep.
Your
Yeah,
power
that
bomb
was
placement
good.
was excellent.
I mean, yeah, with Spider Ball, I could have skipped it. It's just not having it makes cleanup so
Yeah.
much more of a pain. And I was like, I don't think it's gonna be worth looking for Spider if it's in my game. But if it's in Prime, we have all this time that I have to do cleaning up artifacts and SDKs. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, might as well keep looking since it's gonna be so long before you can go finish. So it could have been skipped, but it's just not realistic for this seed.
Yeah, it was one heck of a time to say the least. Well,
The same question I asked Baha, I will ask you, bro. How much did the light suit hint scare you?
Oh, I never got it. I just saw
Oh,
it.
you never. Yeah. How much did you never got the hint?
No. I mean,
Yeah.
light suit wasn't required for anything, thankfully, but
Yeah, Baha got it hinted. Yeah. It was hinted somewhere. I don't even remember what it was. But that might have put on a little bit more of a scare. If Phazon wasn't actually like kind of free and Fungal Hobby over there.
So going back to the beginning, I'm sure you saw me scan that missile launcher for Prime.
yeah.
Having not checked Artifact Temple or Hive Chamber yet, that was a good 10 seconds of panic. Like, cool, I'll just full clear Chozo looking for Violet so that my teammate can play the game.
yeah, I was worried that when we just started, I was like, oh god, this Violet really could be anywhere, couldn't it?
Yeah, especially
Thankfully,
with
it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, final thoughts overall. Your SDKs, your artifacts, anything really you want to mention or say while we were here?
Anyone watching this can just skip whatever I did in Watery Hall.
Yeah, I just should have been more cautious in Hive Gyro. That's the biggest mistake I made, was that soft lock. Other than that, I played well.
Yeah, you both played well. You know, don't downplay it.
Oh yeah. Also, wait, the upper furnace item
Oh,
looked
yeah.
wild.
Bit of a troll. You had a hard time figuring that one out.
I couldn't tell what it was.
Yeah,
Looked like the bottom of a power bomb, like main PBs, but we'd already got them.
Honestly, it looked like an item from, like, Corruption. Like, it looked like a Corruption model. I was like, what is that? Like, that's
Welcome
so
to the new
weird.
CGC where we have corruption added as well.
The thing with that is, like, right to the right of where you were, you can't stand on that block and scan the item from there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I
Where-
didn't know that either.
Okay, I'll figure that out. That's
Could
good
be helpful.
information. Yeah, I knew I could scan out with Space Jump, but when I went back with Space Jump, it was like, this is too interesting. We got to figure out what this random thing is.
Oh yeah, you can scan it even NSJ from that little block. It's really good.
Is it the one like sticking off from the wall a little bit?
It's like if you approach the ice door, it's just like little tiny bit to the left. Like it's actually kind of easy to see as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll check that out sometime. Because that could have been useful.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so I guess with that being said, we're going to start to wrap up our program here. So, with that being said, congratulations once again. You know, Traveling Spacers, you put up a heck of a fight, but unfortunately, it just wasn't. It wasn't today. But maybe next week we're going to see a fantastic comeback.
Who knows?
Oh, come on, you got to be positive. Have the faith. Have positivity.
Let's go.
You both did fantastic today, though. And Astral, thank you for commentating with us today. We really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, thank you both. You're both wonderful.
Yep. Thanks for calling.
Well, with that being said, thank you everyone for joining us here today at Speed Gaming for another Metroid Cross Game Cup. Unfortunately, we don't have anything else planned for today. So the next thing we do have planned, I believe, will be the following Saturday, the 15th, where we return to our Prime Weekly. Or nope, Saturday, that would be an Echoes Weekly. Followed by a Prime right after on Sunday the 16th. So stick around for that. Otherwise, you can check out, you can follow the runners and the commentators below. Their information, if the bot works this time, since it broke nope, it's still broken. Okay, so that's still broken from yesterday.
Or bot.
So,
Trying
if,
to
you know, if you want to post your information below for others to follow you, by all means.
Oh, nobody needs to follow me. I just
Yeah.
upload this stuff. That's about my Twitch presence.
Yep. I basically just do this, so nothing else. Maybe some other races occasionally.
I hear you on that one. Astro, my friend, anything you'd like to say before we sign off today?
I have nothing to add. GG.
Nothing to add. All right, well, GG once again. Thank you for joining us here today. If you'd like, you can check out Speed Gaming's others channel right now. Speed Gaming 1, there's a Mario Brothers 3 tournament happening, and Speed Gaming 3 has a Super Metroid and Link to the Past randomizer race happening. So I'm sure those will both be great watches. And on that note, we're going to end our program, and we'll see everyone next mission. Have a great rest of the day, everyone.